I'm here.
Oh, hello?
I'm ready to go, waiting for that A350 to actually join.
Yeah. So apparently the cars are feeling different. What's going on here?
Alright. Let me check where this guy is. Well, he's online, now that I added him, but... I think, well, he's typing, so I think he might not be able to do the race today.
Alright.
I'm presuming. Let me join the game as well. Is qualifying about to start, or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, wait, let me join the game before you green flag everything.
I'm just gonna green flag it now. They can
Okay,
get
fuck
out.
it. Okay. Alright then. No, you can't make it. I can't make it on time.
Oh, he's not able to commentate, is it?
He said on time, so I think maybe that just means qualifying.
Alright, that's fine then.
Fax 8.0, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, I shouldn't be swearing now because I'm on live. Alright. Jay-Z, my fellow colleague at Ferrari, Dwight, is asking if he can join for commentary. Now, I don't know how... It would be a very biased commentary crew, I'd say that, but... I don't mind.
We're gonna have too many people in here.
Fairs. But... Or do you just not want him?
I still want it.
Fair, okay. Sorry, Dwight. Sorry. Truly nothing I can do about it, mate. Anyways, qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, we are there, we are pretty much every bloody where. And we're here in Czechia this time out. Wait, hold up. So, you can hear me like this, right? But if I put my microphone like this, how much better is the sound?
I can't hear a difference, to be honest.
Okay then, we're doing it like so. I'm just waiting for... I need to get my notes in. I've got like the track map and stuff. Bum. Image. Yep. And then I can actually start my commentary job.
The lap times are pretty close. The top 3 within a tenth of a second, but yeah, having a look at Crackdev here. Crackdev, I think he's on the quickest lap right now, 9 second sector, but Alan goes quicker than that as Happy goes up to P3. But let's go back to Crackdev for a second as he crosses the line, and it's a
goes P1.
108.8. So
not the greatest lap time. I've seen quicker. I don't think we'll. I don't think that will top it. I think we're up there, but.
Oh, Alan is not able to top it for the moment. Well, let's see what.
Oh, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Do I want you to screen share? Just saying it.
I can't screen share. For some reason, if I
You can't?
No, if I screen share on Discord, for some reason it goes from the YouTube stream. So I don't know what's going on. As Dungeon goes up to P1. Okay.
With a 187, just. So, just under 12 minutes on the board left in qualifying, and this looks good. Fax hasn't set a lap time yet. Neither is Pocanaldo. Neither is Pedro, or Speed for Ages, or Beastover. We're all still waiting, and I think if I look on the timing boards, I always forget the button, it's L. We look on the timing boards, Dax is about to make up, is about to start a lap soon. Math Kiddo's on lap 2, a mid-first sector, but maybe that can all improve. Never mind, he's invalidated. The Dungeon is currently on the pole as we ride with Thax. This is going to be his first, hopefully his first actual timed lap of qualifying on board with... No, never mind. He's just dipped.
Yeah. And Happy's on a lap right now. Happy in P6. 10 seconds, second sector. Not too good. We've seen a few drivers going into the mid 109s here, but as Happy heads into the final sector, let's see what he could do here, coming up the hill and into the chicane here. Very hard corner to get right. It's a bit off camber here in this penultimate corner. Easy to go wide and hit the barrier, but it's now flat out through the last chicane and up to the line. What can Happy do? And it's no improvement for the BMW. Yeah, and
I'm just...
Yeah, go on.
I'm just thinking, right, so if... Well, actually, Uster's about to start a lap. Where is Thax?
Oh, Beastover's on a lap.
Beastover's on a lap, yeah, I was just about to say. Where is Beastover? Here he is in the Alpine. Newly signed.
Oh, never mind. He's invalidated.
And never mind, he's gone off.
Our Basketic in the Cadillac is on a lap, I think. Yeah, 2 green sectors. Doesn't look like too good of a lap. I just saw him go wide through the hairpin in the final sector, but maybe he can pull off something here in sector 3. But yeah, his sector time so far is not looking too good as Stack sets up purple sector 1. But let's go on board with the Cadillac as he comes across the line, and it's only 1.0. And so
not bad. Meanwhile, Thax.
Yeah.
He's going through the chicane on the downhill.
Oh, invalid.
Very laggy on my screen.
He's invalid.
Invalid, yeah.
Speed for Ages,
4.
just ahead of him, is rounding out the final few corners as well.
I'm sorry, I just need to say, Thax is so laggy on my screen. What will Speed for Ages do? He crossed the line, P4, 1:09.3. Good lap time. 9 minutes and 10 on the board still. Plenty of time, and Beastover to the line to start his lap. I think Poco just set a lap.
Oh, yeah. I missed that.
1:09.54.
Oh, who's that? Someone's that lap.
Speed for Ages, I think. Oh no, Usterlord, sorry. Uster's just set a lap up, and he goes up to P4, 1:09.2. So that's decent. Decent. Where's Thax? Thax is still struggling to set a lap.
Yeah. Pedro,
meanwhile.
Pedro in the
and Pedro.
Yeah. Oh, we have 2 AVs for some reason. But
Pedro's on 2.
Yeah.
2 green sectors. I'm riding on board with him right now, the Audi driver who's struggled so far to set a lap time this qualifying. Maybe just cut the final corner a little bit there, but he crosses the line. It's a second place, a 1:08.7. He's just 17 hundredths off of Dungeon's time. What about Beastover?
He's invalid. But
unfortunate. Thax. Ooh, Thax has the purple first sector, but he's never actually managed to set a proper lap. Now I think he's on a lap. And now he's improved that first sector again. It's a purple 32.101. And now maybe he has the upper hand. He's going. Down the hill now. Watch out for the bump. He gets a 9.7 second sector. He purples both. This might be elite here. This might be great. Just don't get out of rhythm. Here it's really easy to lose the rear, especially going uphill on that bump. Gets a good line through here. Now into one of the final few corners. Watch out for the wall on the outside. Get a good line through the chicane. Use as much road as possible. He does. To the line. This is pole. This is a 1:08.3. And by 0.3 of a second, he takes pole position. Provisional pole position. Now what is Beastiver's response? He's on a lap. And Speed for Ages is on a lap too, but it's not looking as good. Same with Math Kiddo, who's just invalidated that final sector. Pocanaldo's invalidated. 8 My Charger is on a lap. Patrius K is on a lap. Beast 2, but it's looking slow. He had a bad first sector. Beast across the line. Only P13. This is getting quite disappointing for the, well, now I think it's fair to say, biggest Project Apex YouTuber.
Well, the only Project Apex YouTuber.
The only one. Go subscribe to Beast GP, guys. He makes some good content. I like him. Nice guy.
Yeah, CrackDev starting another lap, or he's on another lap right now, heading into the second sector, and he's improving only a few hundredths of his teammate in the second sector as he heads through the hairpin there, cutting the curb quite nicely and staying off the sausage curb on the exit as he heads up into the hill. And oh, that's a huge moment over the hill, hitting the bump, unsettling the car, but he keeps it under control and takes a pretty nice line through there regardless as he heads through the line here. And
where's he gonna go?
No improvement.
I think he invalidated.
No, it was
valid.
valid.
No, he didn't. He just didn't improve.
Yeah, I think that.
It was valid. He just didn't improve.
Yeah, the bump in the last sector, I think, costed him a bit too much time.
What about Alan? Oh, Alan's invalidated too. So is TXH. Buster's on a lap. Now, he had a decent lap, the McLaren driver, not too long ago, but it feels like, as he resets, it feels like it was a fair bit of time ago because he hasn't managed to really match it. No one else is really on lap right now, so 5 minutes left on the board. It's currently Thax by 0.3 over Dungeon leading this. Pedro in the Audi in third. He's about to start a lap. CrackDev in fourth, Alan fifth. And the big question, where is Sot? Nowhere to be seen right now.
Yeah, Beastiver's on a lap as well in the Alpine. Fairly decent lap, his first sector. Is a fair bit off of the top guys, but he looks to be on pace in the second sector, so maybe that's just a difference in ERS deployment as Dungeon
goes fast in sector 2.
And Beast invalidates.
And Beast was invalidated.
Yeah.
So now all eyes on the harsh driver of Dungeon, who now, it's like an opposite world compared to Hockenheim. Now he's the one man leading this team currently here in Czechia. Down the hill again. Watch out for the bump. Watch out for the wall on the outside. He's got it. Through the chicane, maybe a little cut, but we'll find out when we get there as he crosses the line. Does not improve. He didn't invalidate either, but it was a slow end to his lap.
Yeah, both Happy and Poco are on a lap as well, as Happy is heading up to the line and he booms up ahead of the Alpine driver, but the Alpine driver responds with that and goes up to P9.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Speed for Ages went up to P8 as well, just to mention. And here's just Maxi in P10. He's about to start a lap soon. He's getting ready for one. Driving for Mercedes. Obviously, there's a lack of representation from multiple drivers in a team, really.
Yeah.
Only Ferrari have managed to really consistently have both their drivers here, which I'm proud of course. As the team principal, you know. 3.5 minutes left on the board. Thax is about to start a lap.
And CrackDev as well, going for another lap, I think.
And CrackDev. Yeah, he is. He's preparing for one.
Oh,
Meanwhile, where's Thax?
Don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Probably screwed up. But honestly, if I was Sachs, I'd sit a bit tight because he's set faster lap times during our practice sessions over the course of the week. He's set faster lap times, and he can go quite a bit faster than this. So maybe it's also the server and the fact there's so many drivers in here. Maybe that also plays a factor in this. But quite honestly, I feel like he might not be totally safe, or he might be safe, but he can definitely go faster. I just keep going if I was in, which, to be fair, he is doing. He is still going out there.
Yeah, well, he's still 3/10 ahead of the closest driver, as Dungeon just improves by a couple thousandths there, but yeah, Max, 3/10 ahead of Dungeon in P2. He has quite a comfortable margin. Even if he has done faster in practice, he still looks like he's pretty comfortable now. But
32-1, first sector from Fax. Does anyone else have a response? No, most people just just invalidating. Meanwhile, Fax gets a faster second sector, a 9.675. Don't clip me on that. As he gets up the hill now, the Ferrari driver. This could be an improvement. It's only by a small bit in that second sector, but it might be worth everything because he's quick in that final sector, through the final two turns. Straight mode activated, to the line. Fastest third sector, but... Oh, and an improvement. So a 1.8229 from the Turkish driver, and that will bring him up into first. And I think that will bring him up into immortality in this qualifying session. I doubt that Dungeon can grab an extra 0.4 of a second in the next minute.
yeah, I think Fax has got it. Baschetti in P15 is improving. Looks like a decent lap. Maybe he can improve by a few hundredths, but yeah, the midfield looking really close as Baschetti goes up to P10. Yeah, it is an improvement, but yeah, the midfield looking pretty close here. Loads of drivers in the mid 109s as Pedro is on another lap as well. What can Pedro do in the second sector? And he's a fair bit off Fax. Yeah, 3/10 off in the first sector, 2/10 in the second sector, and he's aborted the lap right there. Speed for ages in the second Audi. He's rounding out the final sector as well, down the hill into the penultimate corner. Don't hit the barrier on the exit, but through the final chicane, keeps it nice and tidy through there. Is it going to be an improvement for the Audi? And it is not.
And with that, the time has run down. 0 left on the clock. And I think we still got a lap from Crackdev, so we might get a last-minute hurrah from the Ferrari driver. But for everyone else, it's pretty much over. HVSK, a 10-0, second sector Crackdev invalidated. And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your order for the Grand Prix. Fax is on pole position. Want to go through the grid lineup then? Is everyone getting ready for the race?
Doing his lap. Yushi's just running on the final sector.
Yeah, this is a very late entry from
It's not a good lap. It's not a good lap. He's way off in the first sector.
Very close to the wall. It won't do. He's quite far off, but for a last-minute lap, P17, rubbish. He won't be happy with that. But there is your grid. Ladies and gentlemen, the Czech Grand Prix is about to begin in just a few moments. Let's run you through the starting grid. Raven and AV34 are the only two drivers not to set a lap in this qualifying session. They'll be at the back row. In front of them, a fairly star-studded lineup in Yushi in the Mercedes and HVSK. They had a poor qualifying outing. They will start from 17th and 18th. Then it's I8 My Charger in the McLaren, AV34, who I think this is his other account, starting in P15 in the Williams. Happy and Mathkido starting 13th and 14th. A surprise bad qualifying for Pocanaldo puts him just in 12th, right behind Basketic in the Cadillac. And then your top 10, Beastiver with a fairly disappointing outing in the Alpine, newly signed for the French team. He will be starting in P10, right behind Just Maxi in the Mercedes, the best placed Mercedes on this grid. But right in front of him is Speed for Ages, who's alongside Usterlord in 7th and 8th. Then TXH in 6th in the BMW. He is the highest placed BMW on this grid. And then the top 5, Alan in the Haas, who's got another good qualifying performance, decent qualifying performance to his name. Crackdev in the Ferrari in 4th. And he'll have Pedro in the Audi in front of him. And then the top 2, the ones to really look out for here today, it's Dungeon in the Haas. And who else but Thax to take his 3rd pole position of the season. And I think that's his 10th of his career in AWC. And here we go then. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, what was that?
Oh, forget it. Oh, by the way, Thax has had a 20 podium streak in this league.
Oh, 20 podiums now.
Yes, 20 podium streak in a row consecutively since Baku season 5. He's had a podium every race.
That is mad. And if we quickly have a look at the tyres, Thax is starting on the hards, Dungeon starting on the hards, so they will have pretty much the same strategy. So is Pedro. And Crackdev is starting on the softs, as it seems like, so he'll be doing the opposite strategy. We wait. The Czech Grand Prix is about to go. Tell me when you click to start lights, huh? Because then I know how to time it. Because I don't think it shows up on my screen, to be fair.
What do you mean it doesn't show up on your screen?
Like last time in Hockenheim, it just didn't show up the lights.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
Just tell me when you've clicked on lights.
Oh, there's 1 minute left.
It's the Czech Grand Prix. 1 minute left, alright.
Spawn in.
Are we going to wait for him?
I'll wait another minute. If it doesn't come by then.
Right.
Then... Oh... Yeah, we're just gonna wait.
Well,
oh,
should
mind.
be.
He's not coming.
Oh, is he not coming? Alright. Well, give me the minute at least. Alright. The Czech Grand Prix. Full of drama, disconnections, brilliant racing. Watch the 2 at the front as the lights start to flicker and 20 engines are about to roar here in Czechia. We've had drama here in the past. We've had disconnections. We've had everything in between. We've had championship moments, and this may be one of it. The lights flicker. They're about to disappear, and 20 engines will roar off into the distance. It's a good start from Thax. It's Pedro in behind. Dungeon's looking to the inside as they head into turn 1. Thax takes the wider line. Dungeon might have this here as they come out of the first corner. And I think he may have, but Thax is still protecting it. Nearly hitting the wall over a bump, and Crackdev's in there as well. It's a big group leading this front, and Pedro might have a say in this as well. So too is Usterlord, who's having a look. He's just at the back of this front group. There's a little hole starting to form, about a car length between 7th and 8th. But currently it is Thax leading, and Crackdev has gone up into 2nd. So Ferrari, they have what they want. Crackdev into 2nd. Now they can do the defensive. Now they can go on the defensive. This might be a hard situation for Dungeon to be in. Thax leads. Crackdev, Dungeon, Alan. So it's 2x2 for Ferrari. 2x2 Haas. And here's TXH in the middle.
Yeah, TXH in the BMW trying to get in the action, trying to get in the battle for the podium. And I think he just hit the wall on the exit on the final chicane, and he's dropped multiple positions there.
Let's go. Oh, well, let's go around one more time. What do you mean? Lap 1 done. Lap 2 begins. Sorry. And Thax leads it from Crackdev by half a second. They're slowly starting to pull away from Dungeon, who will want a say in this. It's all still chaotic. Everything can still happen in the next 26 laps, remember. So too can a bad moment for Ferrari, because Thax has had a history of mistakes at this circuit. So too for Crackdev, and especially Crackdev right now is worried about a possible disconnection. Touch wood though. Hope that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Crackdev has actually taken the lead here. At least for a moment. So he's outpacing his own teammate, but a little bump has given him a wobble. And now I think that's given the lead back over to Thax, who's, like Jay-Z said earlier, he has a 20 podium streak currently in AWC.
Cracker's on the soft tires, so that's why he is so much faster than everyone else around him. I think everyone behind him is on the hard tires. Taking a look through the grid, everyone is on hard tires, literally everyone. HVSK is on mediums.
Crack.
But CrackDev, the only one on soft tires out front on the alternate strategy. And I think strategy is going to play a big part in this race because this track probably has the highest tire wear in the entire game. So we might see a two-stopper here.
And the question is with that, because I'm presuming he's going to do a soft hard. Can he hold off everyone and win this race? If he pushes just hard enough on those softs, here comes Dungeon. He's going to have a look to the inside of Thax. And I think he's got it as they pass Sector 2. He does, but it's only for a moment because you never know what might happen as Thax still has a look to the inside. He's still there, though. This is becoming a three-way battle for the lead. 2 Ferraris and a Haas. Dungeon still in this. Up the hill, it's kind of hard to watch. It's quite laggy, but I think he's got it as they come down the hill to start lap 4. Dungeon, he's just behind the 2 Ferraris. So this group's starting to run away. There's a good few car lengths in between them. The question is now, is Dungeon going to pull away? Is he going to have the faster race pace? He's currently situated in 3rd, basically in between the 2 Ferraris who are pretty much blocking his vision. And a little wobble, a stumble from Dungeon. And he's just lost the rear. He's managed to hold it, pull it back up, go, go, go. And he's still in it, but only just. That was so close. And he really has to avoid those moments, even though it's quite hard to avoid them at a circuit like this.
Yeah, CrackDev just falling off a bit. Maybe those soft tires are already starting to degrade as Dungeon is putting alongside him as we come into the final sector and into the hairpin. CrackDev is going to have to defend the position here, but Dungeon takes a line through the hairpin there and he gets the traction on the exit as we head up the hill. Can Dungeon get the move done for 2nd position as CrackDev sends the car into the final chicane? Dungeon going a bit wide on the 2nd apex there, but they're still side by side as we head onto the start-finish straight.
He has a look at the slingshot. He's going to try and do it, but Dungeon, he's not really getting ahead. And even when he gets ahead for a moment, he can't pull away. So this is one of those moments where I feel like Ferrari have the upper hand. They're slowing Dungeon down enough because they know Dungeon's quick. They know Dungeon's quicker than he's showing right now. But if they just block his vision, if they just make it hard for him to precisely get the line he wants, that is what might give this victory to Ferrari. And currently, that would be Thax with a 4/10 of a second lead now as they pass the Sector 2 line. Dungeon, he's not in a good position. He really isn't. He needs to get a move on. He might need to push it. And he might really need to start forcing a move and driving from memory if he wants to stay with Thax, who's now really got a big lead out. This might be the moment where Thax is about to lay down the law. The question was heading into this, who's quicker? Who's got those lap times? And as Dungeon gets ahead, it might not be enough. They're both on the same tyre. Dungeon looked quicker a few laps ago, but will Thax manage to hold him off? Is a lead about to form? It only took a few corners. It only took a few laps. And whilst Dungeon took a few laps to get past CrackDev, that might have been the damage done. Because Thax has a 10th lead, and that might turn into way more in just a few moments' time.
Yeah, but we'll have to remember though, Dungeon and CrackDev are both going to have overtake mode from Thax in the lead, so that's going to allow them to save. Oh, Dungeon taking the corner cut penalty, dumping it on the entry to the chicane.
And that's
that's
huge. That might be it for Dungeon. That's the one mistake he couldn't make in a scenario like this, and he's just made it. He was so hard, driving so hard, like had all the pressure on him. And that has maybe done it. And now Thax has a 1.4 second lead and now he can sit comfortably. He has laid down the law. It only took a few corners, and now he can set off into the distance. 22 laps to go, and maybe these first 6 will be written into history with Thax, the pen in his hand, for the pressure, the unformidable, and, well, at least for me as the Ferrari team principal, unforgettable pressure that these two have put on Dungeon. And maybe it was just too much for the Haas driver.
Yeah, but those soft tyres are not looking good here. Crackdev most likely going to lose the position as he goes a bit wide through that long right-hander and down the back straight, and he's lost the position. So, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe the soft tyres probably falling off. He's probably going to have to think about pitting sometime soon, maybe this lap or the next, but yeah, the tyre wear is going to play a big factor at this circuit as Thax has built up a 2-second lead already. So Thax was complaining about the cars being different, but the story is the same as ever, as Thax is just driving off into the distance here, as some tyre smoke coming off from Thax. Don't know what happened there. Did he hit the wall? Not too sure, but let's have a look at the gap. And he actually extends the gap.
2.5.
2.5. So
he extends it.
yeah,
he is running his own race, and that might be, if he just continues this pace, he might be good.
And Crackdev losing even more positions here. He looks like he's going to be, as both Pedro and TXH are side by side in the battle for P4, and they're both going to be hunting down Crackdev as well, and they're going to have overtake mode from Crackdev, so maybe they're going to be able to get the overtake done on the back straight here. But let's see. And Crackdev just maintaining the position for now, or is he? TXH in the BMW trying to send it down the inside, and they're side by side as we head into the final sector. And oh, never mind, it's just some vision lag. I think Crackdev is going to maintain the position for now. But yeah, Crackdev, maybe he's going to think about pitting. We're gonna see. And towards the end of the
this is about the time.
Yeah, Thax built up an even bigger lead, almost 3 seconds now.
On is still the battle. Crackdev is really being put into this fight, but he dives into the pit lane, and I think that is cool for hard tyres. Meanwhile now, Pedro and TXH are battling for a podium position. If it's a net podium, we don't know, but it certainly is a third place right now. And TXH, well, to the inside, he has a loop, but he goes deep. Pedro tries to get under him. Crisscross work for the Audi driver. And now he's back up into third, but TXH is still having a look. It's very, very tight here. He's got ahead, actually. It's kind of difficult to tell on my screen with the lag, but I think he's got it.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Still very close. Tell,
but I think the Audi's just pulled ahead into the chicane, but TXH is trying to send it down the inside. Does he pull it off? I don't think he does. TXH is going to have to stay on Pedro's gearbox for another lap, but let's see, where does Crackdev come out after his pit stop? So he's in P14, and is he going to be able to do a one stop on the hard tires?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think this is I think this is the reverse strategy of what all the hard tire drivers are doing. I think it's going to be a one stop, because if he was doing a 2-stop, why wouldn't he just go mediums and then softs again? Why would he go for the hard tires? Realistically, right? Even though this is a high degradation track, there's a little bump for Crackdev actually as he comes down the hill and into the final few turns. I think he's going to go long. A 2-stopper would take too much time, and yeah, he's probably going to. I think everyone's going to do a 1-stop. Meanwhile, Thax now 3.6 seconds.
Yeah, he's built a commanding lead already, but yeah, the pit stop is not that long at this circuit. I think a 2-stop could be viable, maybe, as TXH has now pulled ahead of Pedro in the Audi, but Pedro getting the switchback done, and he's pulled back ahead for the podium position as Thax sets a purple sector 2, so maybe he's just been saving up some ERS and he's deploying it all right there. But yeah, building up an even bigger gap to Dungeon, almost 4 seconds now is the gap. And I don't think he's even got any warnings. Oh no, never mind. He's got a warning on the first sector this time.
Pedro.
What's happened there?
Pedro's gotten a penalty, and TXH rides off into the sunset with that P3. Big loss for the Audi driver. Now he'll get the pressure on from Alan. Now, Alan, he might have this. He might have this position. 17 laps to go in this Grand Prix. And this could be a big swing for the Audi of Pedro. Oh, TXH got a penalty. TXH got a penalty, and now he's behind these two. So now, Pedro is fighting for a third again, and he's got Alan right behind him. The tides shift so quickly in this sport, in this league, especially in Czechia over the years, and it's happening again. Pedro's just getting that gap, just growing that gap. A good few meters in between the two drivers now, Alan and Pedro. Now, Alan, who was trying to attack Pedro a few moments ago, is getting the pressure on from the BMW of TXH.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Crackdev isn't really gaining much time to the leaders here, so the hard tyres aren't degrading whatsoever. So yeah, I think the one stop probably is the right strategy here. And oh, what's happened to... Did Alan get a penalty, maybe? The McLaren just behind is very close to them now. Don't know what happened there. But Österlord is now just behind the Haas of Alan. Was that a penalty? Have a look at the lap times. And I think it was, yeah. Alan, last lap, 1:14.
Yeah.
So, yeah, penalty in the final sector somewhere.
Unfortunate. But could be worse for Alan, because he can still gain that time back. Especially with the overtake mode that we'll get from these cars that he's now with.
Yeah, the second BMW of Happy. And Happy may be losing the position out of the chicane. They're side by side on the exit, but is Alan going to be able to get the move done? No, he isn't. So I think Happy just having some more battery to utilize on the exit there.
Well, this is getting close. This is getting exciting, but right now...
Dungeon.
Oh, Dungeon's actually getting a bit of time. Here comes Alan, meanwhile. Sorry, round the outside. Oh, that's a good move from Alan. Up the hill and back down. Outside, inside. But has he made it stick? Because HX is still right there. Or Happy, sorry. He's still right there. To the inside. Can't do it. Lots of lag on my screen. It's getting a bit difficult to commentate this. Oh, but he's got the position. So now, Happy's got the position.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think Alan just doesn't have much battery left. Maybe dropping back a bit to get the overtake mode from the driver ahead of him. So, but, yeah, Dungeon going to give him more time. The guy's got dropped below 3 seconds now. So...
We're about to reach the halfway point, and maybe this is where Dungeon starts to gain that time back. This might be the moment where we see a battle for lead, or in the coming few laps, especially when the pit stops for these guys start to come in. Has Thax just pushed those tyres a little too much, a little too quickly? We'll find out in the next few laps. Lap 14 of 28. And Alan's still there. So you could tell who's quicker where. Alan's quicker in end of sector 2 and sector 3. Happy better in the first half of the lap. So this battle might be non-stop for the rest of the race, and then we're still watching how close this is. Alan's got a good line up that hill though, in sector 3. A really good line.
Oh, Alan having a slide on the exit.
Oh no. And that does it for now. Alan's going to have to gain that time back, and it's easier said than done.
Yeah. And what was that? TXH got a penalty. And he's dropped behind his teammate and Alan. And also Österlord in the McLaren as well. So, yeah, Pedro is looks to be comfortable up in P3. Has some breathing room to the drivers behind him. But, yeah, BMW losing one of their drivers in the battle for the podium.
And Österlord's round. Österlord spun round. I just caught it. And I don't know where he is now. Oh, he's behind Crackdev. So that lost him a bunch of time.
Yeah, what happened there? How did he spin out of that corner? I've never seen that before. Maybe hitting the bumpers. Oh, Dungeon! 5/10 behind Thax.
Oh, what's happened to Thax? Thax has got a penalty, I think.
Yeah.
Penalty. And now Dungeon's right here. Like I said earlier, the tides shift so much in this sport. And now Dungeon has maybe even got the lead here. This is going to be very tight. One mistake from Dungeon threw him away. Now, one mistake from Thax has brought him right back in. This battle is well alive and kicking.
Yeah, the gap is 8/10 now, but can Thax extend that lead once again? We saw how good his pace was on the previous laps. Almost a 4-second gap. Although Dungeon did have a penalty of his own before, so these guys look pretty evenly matched as we head towards lap 16. Could be seeing some.
And don't forget about.
Yeah, go on.
Don't forget about momentum, because Thax has now just made a mistake. Dungeon has been gaining time over him for quite a bit now, and he just gained a few tenths that last sector as well. Everything can still change, and I think this is where Dungeon has the upper hand, at least for the moment. Thax really needs to focus on just getting those lap times back, not making those mistakes. But it might be hard when he's got a reeling Haas right behind him, and when he's got one of the fastest drivers in the world right behind him.
Yeah, Dungeon is closing up more and more. 6/10 of a second is the gap now. Heading into the chicane, don't invalidate here. Dungeon taking a very nice line through there. But we can see the tyres smoking from both the drivers here. So, yeah, the tyres are not in the best of their conditions as Dungeon once again gains a couple hundreds through the second sector. But, yeah, does he have overtake mode? Is that going to help him save some battery? I'm not too sure. Maybe he's too close to get overtake mode, but yeah, as we head toward the final sector down the hill, and Dungeon cutting the last corner a lot through there. That might have been a warning for the Haas driver. We can have a look as he heads across the line, and it isn't a warning for Dungeon. But yeah, we can hear Dungeon lifting and coasting into turn 1. So yeah, maybe he is just conserving some ERS, or is he? He's gaining even more. So
he is.
Yeah,
maybe, or I think that's just him being quicker in that specific sector. But it's close. I think they're neck and neck. They're nigh on the same when it comes to lap times. Who thought a few laps ago that this would happen? And now Thax, for the first time in what feels like forever, has pressure.
And Thax got a penalty
and that pressure
there.
Might be
or warning in the first sector.
He did. Oh, look at that, because Dungeon's back. So yeah, a few penalties down behind. Speed is running away from Crackdev, actually, surprisingly enough, in behind. Poco has lost a bunch of time. He's in a battle with Beastiver. But look at that time. It's still so tight. Dungeon briefly gained a few hundreds. Thax got it back. It is so close.
Oh, Alan spun around.
Oh, Alan's around. And now he's going to lose a position to Crackdev. Once more, the Frenchman will gain a position from somebody else's loss. This is becoming something. And Dungeon, he's reeling Thax in even more because, look, 4.5 tenths, it might turn into a little bit more as they come out of turn 3. But Dungeon will have the overtake mode, remember. That's how he's going to gain quite a bit on Thax, I think. But it's just not enough to really make a move on. And remember, 2 laps. That might be when they both pit. That might be the pit window for them. This is all to play for at the front. It's getting really exciting. More battles happening behind as well. Beastiver and Poco going at it, the 2 Alpine drivers.
Yeah,
and there might be some more drivers joining in that battle.
Yeah, the V-Cub just behind, closing up a bit as all the McLaren taking a penalty there, cutting the entire chicane.
That's the Lord.
Yeah, that's the Lord taking a penalty over the chicane. But yeah, Crackdev, he's lost some time to the leaders here. It was 19 or 18 seconds a few laps ago, and it's now above 20 seconds. So yeah, I think Crackdev might lose the podium here, or yeah, on the soft tires.
Yeah,
the drivers ahead of him are going to be on the soft tires in the last stint. So yeah, that might be playing to their advantage. And Dungeon just losing a bit of time there. 0.7 of a second is the gap now. And heading into the chicane. Do any of the drivers make a mistake here? Dungeon taking a penalty.
Oh, Dungeon, no! And he's got the penalty. That's the second time he's made that mistake today, and that makes all the difference. He was gaining time. He had a hand on that trophy, and now it's gone away from him once more. And as pit stops are about to arrive, tyres are starting to dwell down a bit in performance. That might be it. That might be the decisive moment for Thax. That might be all that he needed. Lap 20 of 28 about to begin.
Yeah, Speed for Ages taking a penalty as well, and that's going to be bringing him into the clutches of the Alpine drivers just behind him. Beastover trying to get the move done for P8 as we head into the final sector, and it's a bit of an underwhelming race from both the Alpine drivers. Poco had a really good race last time out in Australia, but see some pit stops now. Speed for Ages coming in, yep. Beastover coming in. Does anyone else make their pit stop?
So Pedro's still out. So is HX. So is Happy. So is TXH. So you know what? Crackdev could still get the podium here. 10 seconds is the gap between him and Pedro.
Yeah, but
I feel like he can do it.
Pedro is going to be gaining loads of time though on the soft tires. So yeah, Crackdev is going to have to stay as consistent as possible if he wants a shot at maintaining P3. But yeah, let's have a look at the leaders now. Did they coming to the pit lane? As Thax taking a penalty, and he's lost the lead.
Oh,
has he? No, he stays in P1.
Has he lost the lead? Oh, it's right there as they both head into the pit lane. They are nigh on together. This is going to be important now. The decisive pit stop. Who will get the faster stop? Who will come out ahead in pit lane? This might be the decisive moment for this victory. And Dungeon's got the lead. Does he?
It's too close to say.
Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah, he has.
I think Dungeon's got it. And there's a car right in front of him as well. Dungeon's leading this Grand Prix. The tides have shifted once more in favour of Haas and Nee's team. And now, lap 21 of 28. Of all people, Dungeon, who wasn't even a factor 2 weeks ago anymore, is leading this race, but only by a little bit. By nothing. Look at the leaderboard. Literally nothing divides them. They are together. And now the gap is only just a handful of tenths.
Yeah, and Thax getting another warning in the second sector just after he got a penalty. But
he's really pushing it now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
This is unbelievable.
Side by side.
He's really gonna have to push it.
Final chicane.
Oh,
and Thax.
Here he goes, slide from Thax. He just manages to hold it. But does Dungeon have the lead still? Yes, he does. Lap 22 of 28. This is the finale everyone has hoped for. This is what we'll be getting, a grandstand roar for one of these two to win, to do something incredible. But the question is, after Thax, who has had season after season of record-breaking performances, can he do it here today in the place on the tarmac that he practically calls home now?
Yeah, Crackdev, by the way, has just come out just ahead of Pedro, but Pedro on the soft tyres is most likely going to overtake him. Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the front, 700s divide them. This is crazy. So we'll get a switch of position for the podium spot. I bet there's only 3 tenths between them. Pedro will get that position. But meanwhile, at the front, this battle is still roaring on as Pedro does get third. Dungeon has managed to do something incredible. He's been lucky. But of course, as the great Ricky Carmichael in motocross has said, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And Dungeon has certainly worked hard. So too has Thax. But he has been at his own demise twice now this race. And everything is now on these two to do something brilliant. 5 more laps remaining.
Yeah, Crackdev has lost an entire second and just half a lap to Pedro. So yeah, Crackdev might even lose P4 to Happy behind him. And TXH has come out.
I think Thax has gotten the lead.
Oh,
Thax has just made the move down the inside. This was at turn 6, I believe, into the chicane. Thax has got it. by mere meters. He'll get the lead over Dungeon, and he'll get the fastest sector 2 as well. Half a second now. This race will be etched into the history books for what Dungeon has managed to do. Fight against Thax, but with 23 laps to go, the gap is half a second, only a couple car lengths. Can he hold on, or is Thax about to lay down the law once more? Everyone has to follow. He'll crank up the gear, but so too will Dungeon. Dungeon's got the straight mode. He's got the overtake. And now this is a real battle. They'll crank gears up once more again. They'll push it. They'll push it. Dungeon to the inside. This is a real battle for the lead. A little wobble from the Haas. And Thax might just hold on to it. This is nail-biting stuff here at the Grand Prix of Czechia.
Yeah, and I think this might be like a bit of yo-yo racing. Thax conserves some ERS on one lap, and Dungeon conserves on the other. But yeah, Dungeon is going to just have to stay in P2 for now. 700s behind Thax coming into the final sector here. Do we see anyone spin out here like we've seen a few other drivers do? No, they don't. Both of them keeping the car on track, but yeah, Dungeon just dropping a bit more time there. I think I heard him lifting and coasting into the hairpin there. So yeah, I think he is just saving some ERS and maybe trying to get the overtake mode as we head towards lap 25.
We might have to prepare for a grandstand finish here, maybe even a photo finish. This is so close, practically inseparable. Krakdev is about to be reined in by Happy, and he might get overtaken by TXH soon as well. That will be disappointing for the Ferrari driver. But at the front, Thax will certainly be disappointed if he doesn't come away with this victory. He was doing 1.7s in practice the other day, and the fact that now his own mistakes have cost him, that might give him a bit of a reality check. That might humble him a bit as well. And now Dungeon is hoping, but he hasn't been in a position like this very often in AWC recently. So maybe the pressure is on him a bit, and maybe he'll falter as well. We only have 3 laps to go, a handful of kilometers left. It's all on these two.
Yeah, and I think this might be the first race where Thax is nowhere close to the fastest lap. TXH has got the fastest lap right now. I don't think Thax is going to be able to beat that with how old his tires are right now.
A 1:10.0 is just his fastest lap. He really has struggled with that pace during this race a bit. Not that he's struggled, he's been quick, but...
Yeah, Dungeon's fastest lap is pretty close to Thax as well, so I think TXH's fastest lap may have been aided by the overtake mode. As Dungeon, has he got the move done for the lead out of the hairpin? I think he has, just to move ahead. Oh no, he hasn't. Just some vision lag here. But yeah, Dungeon just biding his time here, and he's going to stay behind Thax for one more lap. Maybe he is just saving some ERS, and he's going to be able to go for the overtake on that last lap as Thax going really wide on the first apex of the chicane there. And that's going to allow Dungeon to get the traction on the exit, maybe gain some time on him as we head down the hill and into the final sector, but the gap is staying pretty stagnant for now.
This is huge. Dungeon. Oh, my heart is racing right now as Team Principal Ferrari. Trust me, it doesn't get more nerve-wracking than this. A little slide from Dungeon coming down the hill. It's such a difficult corner to master. It's where Thax has been better all race long, but it's where Dungeon has gained the time this lap and may or may not now make a move as they get up the hill once more. This is breathtaking, and this might be a decisive chapter in this World Championship as Dungeon had a look to the inside. He's got the lead, I think. I don't think this is vision like this time round. Dungeon takes the position, but for how long can he keep it? Thax is still there, but it looks like maybe too far back now.
Thax is a penalty.
Penalty! And this is it. Thax, to his own demise. How often do you see this? Rarely. Seldom do you get a mistake from the Turkish driver. And now, for the first time in what feels like forever, Thax has been bettered. He can't hold a wheel. He can't hold the rear of a car. And he has just been beaten Just. And
Yeah,
Dungeon will get this victory.
All the pressure is going to be on Dungeon now. If Dungeon gets a penalty, that's going to be him losing the lead as well. But Thax basically has free reign now to push as hard as possible. He has 3 warnings to use as we head onto the final lap. Thax just gaining a bit of time, but if Dungeon stays consistent, the win will be his.
Let's go round one more time. Lap 28 of 28 here at the Czech Grand Prix. 4 seconds. That is a massive gap to gain. If he gains that, if he manages to make the overtake, that would be historic. Will he do it? There's no chance. Surely. Everyone in Italy, everyone wearing and supporting Scarlet Red has prayed for Thax to beat Dungeon here today. It hasn't happened. It was these 2 men we were looking out for at the beginning. It's those 2 men as there's a massive crash in front. Those 2 men that we've watched and we've been really given a brilliant race. Dungeon, who hasn't won here in such a long time. All the odds were against him. All the odds were against us. But if anyone was going to do it today, it's going to be Dungeon. Take that. Dungeon wins the Czech Grand Prix. That's one for Ferrari. And I think Thax has got a rival now.
Yeah, well, Thax has still had a huge lead in the championship as Pedro secures a podium for Audi, and Happy, and TXH moves ahead of his teammate Happy, and Crackdev falling all the way down into P6 after having such a promising start. Alan in the second half securing some good points for the team down in P7, and Beastiver gets P9. Mr. Lord in the McLaren in P10, Poco in the other Alpine P11, moving teams. His first race with Alpine, not getting off to a good start. Ray in the V-Cub getting P12, the first points for V-Cub this season, but yeah, Basketic, I think it's his first race in this league, in P13. Not going to be awarded any points for that, but yeah, Maxi is going to get P14, and the last of the finishers of HVSK is going to get P16, but oh, what a race that was. Thax's perfect season.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, Thax's perfect season has
Ended
come
early.
to an end. Yeah, got every pole position, every win, every fastest lap up until this race, and it's all falling apart here this weekend. But yeah, that's going to be all for this race. Join us next time for what will probably be the most chaotic race at the Baku Street Circuit.
I'm certainly going to be there for it. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, good.